Hey everyone, welcome to my session where we'll talk about what's new in Angular version 11. I'm Mark and I'm on the Angular team at Google. Now that we've been introduced, let's get into it. Angular is a platform for building great applications, and to make sure that we deliver the best platform possible, the Angular team is driven by three core values. We want developers to build apps that users love to use. We want to create a platform and developer experience that developers love to use to build apps. And finally, because we have such a fantastic collaborative open source community, we want to ensure that the community makes everyone feel welcomed. Executing on these goals leads to developers building great apps that ultimately make users happy. And today, I'm very excited to share some of the updates being released in Angular version 11. Now, no one ever says, my builds are fast enough, we're all good here, you can stop trying. And that's pretty great because in version 11, you can expect 2 to 4 times faster ng builds. Now, let's talk about some of the version updates we've done to parts of the platform. We now support TypeScript version 4. Check out the release notes for TypeScript to find out more about the features included in this release. We're also introducing experimental Webpack version 5 support. Teams can now opt in to try out some of the new features from version 5 like smaller bundles thanks to tree shaking, and this clears the path for module federation in the CLI in the future. To opt in, update your package.json with a top-level property called resolutions and set your Webpack version there. Remember, this is still in the experimental phase and not recommended for production. But we definitely encourage you to check it out and let us know what you think. All right, let's talk about tooling and updates to the Angular CLI. Angular already has support for hot module replacement, or HMR. But it was less than an ideal path to get started as it required some configuration and code changes. Now in this release, we've updated the CLI to make it much easier to run your application with HMR enabled. All you have to do now is run ng-serve with the HMR command and boom, you're able to enjoy that fast, asynchronous reload of your code changes without a full refresh. Even though Angular has supported pluggable linters in the past, we've always shipped a default linter implementation, TSLint, but that project is deprecated. We recommend that teams use Angular ESLint instead now. Thank you to James Henry and the fantastic Angular community for all of the hard work put into this project. We really appreciate it. Important information is revealed in the output of the CLI and the different commands. To make it easier to parse through the output, we've improved the reporting and logging in the CLI. Now, during the builder phase, developers will be treated to UI changes that make reading the logging even better. Finally, I want to say a few words about deprecations in version 11. IE 9, 10, and IE Mobile are no longer supported, and we've removed some of the previously deprecated APIs. Be sure to check out angular.io to find out which APIs have been removed in version 11. So, how do you get all these updates and fresh features? I'm so happy you asked. Run ng-update Angular CLI and Angular Core to get the changes. Be sure to head over to angular.io for even more information on the version 11 release. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this session, but what are you waiting for? Go update your projects and enjoy all this goodness.